Hello there and welcome back to my studio. Oh my gosh, it's so good to see you. So, today I'm going to show you another thing you can make with your salt dough creations. And it looks like this little guy. Oh my, so precious. So precious. His little mouth, everything like that. And really, it's actually easier than you think. I have one, and they don't all come out exact, but it's a series of folds that we're going to use, and I'm going to show you how to do it. And I'm, of course, going to show you the painting process as well, but I'm not going to do any talking over that because you already learned the other day how to paint it, what you can use, and if you don't have what I have, I told you already, be inventive, my friends. This is one of them that's not baked yet, but they could be foxes, they could be squirrels. You can leave the ears super long and turn it into a rabbit. You can make it into a totoro. You can do it anything you want with this little creature. I don't know, put it upside down, do something cool with it that way. There's lots of things that you guys can turn this into, but it's just going to be a series of folds that turns into that little character. And I'm going to show you how to do it right now. All right, it's go time. So take your Play-Doh out of the container. Once you take it out, you're probably going to find out that it's fairly sticky. What you're going to want to do is make sure that you put a little bit of flour down first on your cutting mat before you even put your dough down into it, and then start adding a little bit of flour. For this, I'm going to roll my dough out into an oval shape. I want it to be kind of smooth on the edges because I'm not really going to cut anything off of this. This is going to be the whole piece is going to be made out of this. I'm not cutting anything off. I want it to be nice and flat. Here I have a paring knife. It's not very sharp, but it's kind of pointy, so I bet you could probably use a gift card for this. What I'm doing is cutting in a diagonal away from my body into a V shape, but it's not actually connected at the bottom. Now I'm going to take these two pieces and pull them straight down. I'm going to go to the top where the mound is, and I'm just going to roll that down, making sure my ears stay flat. And I'm going to roll that down, and now oh my gosh, it kind of looks like a croissant. But I want to fold my croissant all the way in until those pieces are actually connected. Now I'm going to pinch that all together, making it nice and neat. And like I said, my paring knife is not really that sharp. If it was really that sharp, I probably would put it somewhere else, but it's really not that sharp. Now I'm using my chopstick to poke the little eyes. I can turn these into little ears. I can make them curve. I could do anything I want with them, but I want them a little bit shorter. So I'm going to cut that piece off, and I'm going to cut the top piece off. Remember, you guys can turn this into anything you want. It could even be like a battleship. It doesn't even have to be an animal. Think a little bit out of the box, which you're pretty much told to do all the time. But in this instance, for sure, there's lots of things you can turn this into. I'm cutting my whiskers into it, and I'm going to form my ears a little bit. I like to make sure everything's real smooth looking. Now I'm taking my chopstick and I'm just depressing the ears in the center so that I have the indication where the center part of the ear is. So when I paint it, it's got a little cool texture to it. Details matter to me. But each one is going to come out a little different. Try it a couple of times. I definitely failed a few times before I actually got them right. And at this point, I don't know what's right. But they're cute. All right, welcome to the crew. We got Sherman back in action. You know how he do. Boop, boop. And then we got Albert. Albert's going to be a fox. So I actually baked this at 300 for about an hour and 20 minutes. And even as thick as it is, it baked fairly quickly, like an hour and 20 minutes compared to the 2.5 hours that it took me the other day on something like this. Much better. So I'm going to turn this little guy into a foxy little man. I got this orange soft body acrylic. I got this basics titanium white acrylic. And I also have Heavy Body Liquitex acrylic. Now, remember what I said the other day, if you got something else that you can use in your house and it's a nice thick paint, it doesn't have to be any of these brands. These are just the ones that I happen to be using. But this little guy, I'm going to turn him into a foxy little gentleman. I hope you like this video. Subscribe.